Welcome to day 2 of the Farms.com Risk Management 2014 U.S. Corn Belt Crop Tour. My name is Moe Agostino, Managing Commodity Strategist and Commodity Expert with Farms.com Risk Management. We finally crossed from Ohio into Indiana. We're just south of Highway 74, past Batesville, Indiana. We're next to a cornfield. And in Ohio, we saw some pretty good corn as we traveled further south. We've now gone south, kind of west, and same good-looking corn, more than chest high before July 4th. This is amazing weather, amazing crop conditions, and amazing looking corn. We're now standing in front of the first soybean field in Indiana. We're just west of Batesville, Indiana, and the last beans we showed you from Ohio were the best of what we saw in Ohio, and that trend continues here in Indiana. These are great looking beans here. A little bit of variability in terms of this particular field, but nonetheless, the greenhouse effect continues with the heat and the moisture in Indiana. We're now in front of a wheat field here in Batesville, near Batesville, Indiana. And this is soft red winter wheat, and this wheat field is about as good as we've seen both in Ohio and Indiana. This wheat just about to get harvested here. In terms of weather today, it's cloudy and looks like it wants to rain, but we'll wait and see. We're now in front of a soybean field south of Highway 32 in Lebanon, Indiana. We finally got some sunshine. It's been a little rainy here the last couple days. Not a bad looking field. Rows still haven't been filled like some of the beans we've seen here, but we're at the 4 or 5 leaf stage, but not a bad looking field. We're now in a cornfield near Lebanon, Indiana, and from some of the farmers and industry folks that we've been talking to along our tour, basically say that some regions of Indiana have gotten as much as 7 inches of rain here in the last month, and it's providing a lot of moisture. The corn likes it, but the beans don't like it too much. So, but again, we're showing you some more than chest high corn before July 4th. We're in front of a cornfield west of Lafayette, Indiana, and I just wanted to give you some quick facts about Indiana. Last year, the corn average yield was 177 versus 2012 at 99. The average yield on beans was 51 versus 44 and 12. Winter wheat harvest in Indiana is probably about 25% harvested. As we saw in Ohio, the state of Indiana has been getting a lot of rain, more in the south than the north, but that combined with the warm temperatures has been good for the growth of the crops. As of June 30th, 2014, USDA Crop Progress Report suggested that corn was 73% rated good to excellent, beans were 80%, and winter wheat was 65% good to excellent. So again, a very good looking corn crop here. Probably a week away from tasseling. We got some warm weather again, and probably going to average above 4 yield. We're west of Lafayette in Indiana. We're closer to the northern part in Indiana, and as we've traveled from the south to the north, as I said, there seems to be more rain in the south than the north in this case in Indiana, and the beans are looking really better here in the north compared to Ohio, which were smaller plants, and this is a good looking soybean field, some of the best that we've seen thus far. We're traveling west in Lafayette. I had to show you this cornfield. We saw some corn tasseled in southern Ohio late last night, but it was too dark. But finally we got some tassels in corn in Indiana. We started our tour in the southern part of Indiana, traveled north, went west, and then now we're traveling even further south than where we started, and we're on Highway 69 just south of Terre Haute, and this is a really good looking cornfield. So to conclude, Indiana looked the opposite of Ohio. In other words, the south had more rain versus the north. The north looked really good compared to the south, but Indiana as a whole looked even better than Ohio. So if I rate the corn, average, below average, or above average to a record crop for Indiana. In fact, we saw more tasseled pollinated corn and corn cobs before July 1st than we did in Ohio. As for the beans, I think it was a better bean crop here. We didn't see as much standing water or drowned out beans like we did in Ohio. So for beans, I'm guessing about an average, maybe slightly above.